story to encourage anyone that is going through miscarriage at this time. Be strong, be prayerful, and be hopeful. Trust in God. God is going to do it at the right time. I had 2 miscarriages. People were already saying that by now you should be pregnant, by now you should be this, by now you should be that. My wedding was over a year, and Nigerian mentality. So they were already saying a lot. People were already gossiping and all, but I didn't allow that. Fine, there was a time that it got to me that I was always crying. My husband was always there, persuading. My husband was always there for me. Like, he's always there for me. So he was there for me throughout the time I was going through all this. And if you believe in God, if you trust God, God is going to do it. And trust me, guys, I know it's not easy. Even with this pregnancy, I'm still any little pain, just thinking, hope I'm not having miscarriage. I'll go down there to check, is there any blood, is there any this, is there any that. So guys, I know it's not easy, the emotion and all that, but just trust in God, believe in God, be prayerful, and I know God is going to answer your prayer as well. Whatever you're going through, discuss with your partner, discuss with your doctor, use your drugs, allow your body to heal. You don't have to try again immediately after miscarriage. Allow your body to heal. When you feel you are ready, then try again. Don't allow anyone push you back into it. And then notice, observe what you were doing when you were pregnant that caused the miscarriage. During the first pregnancy, I told you that I carried an heavy load for someone, and I had to trek. So I guess it was the load that caused my miscarriage. Fine, it's possible that my HCG or whatever was low, but then the load actually aided the miscarriage. So the second one, it was stress as well, because my doctor was always saying stress. I was like, I'm not doing anything. Even at work, I'm always seated. The kind of work I do, I'm always seated. And at home, in fact, my husband does most of the cooking, the cleaning and all. So I really do not have anything serious I am doing. But then the second one, I noticed that I think I was sitting too much, and not just physical stress that I was going through. I was going through emotional stress because the job was stressing me out. Not the job, the environment. The environment is the same. It was stressing me out. So I was not I'll leave home, I'll be okay. And when I get to the office, I'm having a day. I am just always stressed. So I think it was emotional stress that caused the second one. I was able to identify the cause of my problem, the cause of the miscarriage. So I would like you to observe as well, to know what is causing the miscarriage, and then observe yourself, and then work towards solving the issue. So by January, I was just I was not even putting my mind in it. So my monthly flow was delayed by a day or two as well. So I was just like, that's not the first time, it's the normal thing. So I just let me just try. And then I went out, I bought pregnancy test strip. I tested and it was positive. I didn't even believe until I got to the hospital and tested with blood. So I did the blood test, and then it was positive again, and that was how I got pregnant with this my current child. So what I did when I got pregnant, so January I got pregnant, I tested positive January. So after I tested positive, I resumed, I started the progesterone injection immediately. I was going to the hospital weekly. Like I said in my video, there's this video I posted, pregnancy symptoms, So I said it, I mentioned it there. So what I did differently with this pregnancy was that immediately I knew, even okay, immediately I knew I was pregnant, I felt sick after like a week or two. I felt sick, and then I told my boss at work. So he gave me 2 weeks. I was at home 2 weeks. So when I noticed the 2 weeks was not enough because I was seriously sick. I was vomiting every day, like 15 times every day. So I was very lean. So I told my boss at work, he gave me 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, I was not better at all. So I went to the office with the rashes and everything. If you've not watched that video, you can go and watch it. You see the picture. I started the picture of my look when I was pregnant, the first trimester. So you can go and watch the video. So then I went to the hospital, to my workplace with my husband. I went to meet my boss, and then we went to meet the HR person. That's another story. HR, not even HR people, women in position. You will even think that this woman, you think even my boss is a man. But the way he attended to me, the way he attended to the issue, you think like he had experienced something. He had, I don't know how to put it, but the HR head of HR, that is the lady, a woman. She showed me pepper. Anyways, that's another story. So I went to her, I explained everything to her. I was opened, I explained everything to her, and she was like, she cannot give me time to take care of myself, that what would be again. And I said, even with the 2 weeks that my boss gave me, I was still working from home, from sick bed. I was still working, so I can continue working from home. And she was like, no, she does not want that. And I, okay, that I'll take out of my maternity leave. You know, I'm entitled to 3 months maternity leave. So I was like, okay, she should give me 1 month out of the maternity leave because I needed to rest. Even my doctor was like, if I can relax at home, I should be on bed rest. So I told her, and she was like, no problem. So I requested for 1 month maternity leave. After I resumed, she started giving me issues upon issues, that I had to resign the second day. Yeah, the second day I resumed back, I already concluded I was going to resign. So the third day, okay, I resigned the second day, and the third day was my last day at work. The third day I resumed back. That was in March this year, 2022. So I resumed back. The second day I resumed back, I already concluded I was going to resign. So the third day I resigned, and that third day was my last day. So that was how I left the workplace. Please, it's better for me to see my child and than to go through emotional stress at work, physical and emotional stress at work. No, I don't need this. I just called my husband. I told him, we already understand everything before then. It was like, no, because we were working at the same place of work before, so you understand everything. And I was like, no, please, I want to see my baby this time around, so please, it's better you just stay at home, and then we'll manage whatever we have. Then that was what we did. So I resigned. I was at home. I faced my small business. That was what I was doing then. So that was how I resigned, and I had time to rest. So I left my house. I went to stay with my mom. I was with my mom. So I was there for like 4-5 months. No, I think 6 months. I was there for like 6 months before I went back home. When I was fully okay, that was when I went back home. So that was how I was able to control the stress, because the doctor told me that I should avoid anything called stress. So both physical stress, emotional stress, like if you're going through something like that, you don't need stress at all. You need to always make yourself happy, even if things are not working around you. Always try and make yourself happy. And if there is anything that is making you go through stress, even if it's emotional stress, if it's something you can avoid, please do. Just avoid that thing. That was what I did for my workplace. It's not like we have enough. It's not like my husband is earning enough, but then it's better for us to have our peace than for me to be working and keep on losing my child. Because I could remember when I resumed back, the first day I resumed back, I started feeling pain, abdominal pain, which I felt when I was pregnant with the second child. During the second pregnancy, that was what I was always feeling when I get back from, when I'm at work and when I get back from work. So the first day I resumed back, I was already complaining to my husband that I was feeling abdominal pain. So I was like, I don't know what might happen if I continue this abdominal, if I continue having the pain. So, and even my boss, he understood everything. He was like, he was even the one that told me that, oh, please, if you can, resign. Because I already told him December last year that I wanted to resign. He begged me not to. So this year, when I went to his office, I was even going there. I went there to tell him that I wanted to resign. But he was even the first person to tell me that. He was like, that boy, if you can, resign. So that was how I resigned, and I had my sanity. So I was just resting. Even the weekly visit to the hospital, I had someone that is always taking me to the hospital. He take me there, wait for me. After the whole test and everything, he will bring me back home. So I was not going through any stress at all. Even cooking, everything, my mom was there for me all through. And my husband was also very supportive. So he came there to stay with me as well at my mom's place. He was always coming there to stay with me. So that was how I was able to control the stress aspect. And then I was using drugs, and I talked about water in my previous video as well. I tried, because the doctor said I need to always take water. So I tried in that aspect. As for fruits, I was also taking fruit as well. I was alternating between watermelon, apple, because those are the fruits I love. And let me talk about pineapple. Some people do say that pineapple causes miscarriage, and while some will say that they ate pineapple for 8 months while they were pregnant, yet for 9 months nothing happened. During the second pregnancy, I ate pineapple like few days before the miscarriage, few days or like a week before the miscarriage. So I don't know if pineapple contributed to the miscarriage. I don't know, but all through my pregnancy, this one that I had, this third one, all through, I did not take pineapple. So if you feel pineapple does not work for you, please avoid it. And if you think you are fine with pineapple, please enjoy your pineapple, enjoy it. So, but as for me, I did not taste pineapple all through my pregnancy, all through the 9 months. So that's my story. If you've been through this miscarriage phase, you can share your story with us. Share your story in the comment section. Let's all learn from it, what you did differently with your pregnancy, when you got pregnant. So share your story with us, and we'll all learn from it. Tell us what you did differently as well. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your love, for your support. I appreciate you guys. Kindly like, comment and share my video, and please subscribe if you are not, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.